Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you my predictions for Manchester United's game against Manchester City at Old Trafford. So I'm going to go for a draw, and the score I'm going to go for 1-1. The goal scorer for Manchester United I'm going to go with Marcus Rashford. And Man City's goal scorer, I'm going to go for Erling Haaland. Now, I'm going to be giving you my predicted 11 for this game. So obviously Ten Hag is going to make quite a lot of changes from the 3-0 win against Charlton in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. So I'm going to go with the 4-2-3-1 formation. In goal, David De Gea. He will come in for Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton was in goal in Man United's game against Charlton in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Man United are looking to extend David De Gea's contract. De Gea is willing to take a pay cut. David De Gea's contract expires at the end of the season. There's an option of an additional year. He earns around £375,000 a week. De Gea has endured around 12 years at Manchester United, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. He's been with us since the Ferguson era. De Gea has won everything domestically at the football club, and he's made over 500 appearances for Manchester United. He's Man United's #1 goalkeeper. De Gea was in goal in the cup game against Everton last Friday, and he made a calamitous mistake in that game that allowed Conor Cody to equalise. De Gea made some good saves in the game. Right back, I'm going to go with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's going to come in for Diego Dalot because Diego Dalot came off injured in the cup game against Charlton. And Wan-Bissaka is not Manchester United's first choice right back. There's a good chance he'll be departing the club this year. Manchester United got Wan-Bissaka from Crystal Palace back in the summer of 2019 in a deal worth £50 million. The two centre-backs, I'm going to go with Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. Left back, I'm going to go with Luke Shaw. He will come in for Tyrell Malacia. Luke Shaw, I'd say, is still Manchester United's first choice left back. Luke Shaw, as you all know, has played 3 games in his professional career as a centre-back. Luke Shaw has been at Manchester United for around 9 years, so he's been a long-serving player. He's injury-prone, which is a concern. Towards the end of last year, Man United extended Luke Shaw's contract by 1 year. The two centre midfielders, I'm going to go with Casemiro and Christian Eriksen. They'll come in for Fred and Scott McTominay. Casemiro has done well since he come to Manchester United. Casemiro did get an assist in the cup game against Charlton. Casemiro's got like 2 goals for Manchester United so far. Manchester United got Casemiro from Real Madrid in a deal worth 70 million. Christian Eriksen. He's done well since he come to Manchester United. Man United got Christian Eriksen on a free transfer. When he officially signed for the club, he signed a 3-year contract. The attacking midfielder, I'm going to go with Bruno Fernandes. Van der Beek cannot play in this game against City. He's out with an knee injury. Ten Hag has said that Van der Beek is out for the rest of the season. Bruno Fernandes, he's done well in a lot of games since he come to United. Revert back to when Ronaldo was at United, we couldn't get the best out of Bruno Fernandes, but when Ronaldo wasn't playing, most of the time we was getting the best out of him. Bruno Fernandes has been at United for over 2 years now. Man United got him from Sporting Lisbon back in January 2020. At one point, Real Madrid wanted Bruno Fernandes. On the left wing, I'm going to go with Marcus Rashford. Rashford is in scintillating form at the moment. Marcus Rashford came off the bench and scored twice late on against Charlton. Rashford has now scored in 6 successive games and he's took his tally to 15 for the season. Rashford, of course, scored an injury time penalty in the 3-1 win against Everton in the FA Cup. Erik ten Hag backs Marcus Rashford to keep scoring. Last year, Man United extended Marcus Rashford's contract by 1 year. Rashford's been part of the club for a long time. He risen up our academy. He's been a United player since the age of 7 and he broke into our senior squad back in 2016. In all competitions, he has over 100 goals for Man United. On the right wing, I'm going to go with Anthony. Anthony scored the first goal in the cup game against Charlton. He scored the first goal in the cup win against Everton. And Anthony scored a stunning goal in the 6-3 defeat to Man City at the Etihad earlier on in the season. Manchester United got Anthony for €100 million. That equates to 86 million. Man United got Anthony from Ajax. There's other options on the win. Elanga's an option. He was playing up top in the cup game against Charlton, but he won't start this game. As far as I'm aware, Sancho's still out at the moment. Sancho hasn't played for a while due to lack of fitness. Not so long ago, Erik ten Hag did say that he will be patient with Jadon Sancho. Garnacho's an option as well. Garnacho played in the cup game against Charlton. But I don't think Garnacho will start this game. Up top, I'm going to go with Anthony Martial. Wout Weghorst, if he had been available, would have made his debut in this game, but Erik ten Hag has mentioned that Wout Weghorst is not available for this game. Man United have just got Wout Weghorst on loan until the end of the season. Besiktas have received a 2.5 million compensation fee. He's had his medical as Wout Weghorst. He was on loan with Besiktas before he was at Burnley. Burnley got Wout Weghorst back in January last year. They got him from Wolfsburg for 12 million. So yeah, it will be Martial up top. Martial hasn't played a lot of games this season because he has been hampered with injuries. I think he'll May stay at Man United this year, but he'll leave next year if he doesn't leave this year. You know, last season, Martial was out on loan with Sevilla. He's been at Man United since 2015, got him from Monaco. He's under contract with Man United till 2024. So that's how I think Man United could line up against Manchester City tomorrow. This will be a tough game for Manchester United. Obviously, Man United lost to Man City at Old Trafford last season, 2-0. And Man City thrashed us at the Etihad earlier on this season, 6-3. Man City were 4-0 up at half-time in that game. Manchester City, like I've mentioned, have got a very good squad. You know, they've got the likes of Riyad Mahrez. Man City got him from Leicester back in 2018, so he's been at City for over 4 years. Julian Alvarez, Man City got him from River Plate. Erling Haaland, he's a machine. He's got quite a few hat-tricks as a Man City player. Man City got him from Borussia Dortmund, didn't they pay around 50 or 60 million. Phil Foden, good young player. He risen up Manchester City's academy. Cole Palmer, he's another attacking player. Kevin De Bruyne, he's regarded as one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Man City got him from Wolfsburg around 3 or 4 years ago now, was it? Bernardo Silva, he's an attacking midfielder, very good. Rodri, Manchester City got him from Atletico Madrid. Jack Grealish, he's a backup midfielder, so if City get injuries to the midfielders, he'll come in. Man City got Jack Grealish for 100 million from Aston Villa. Revert back to when Grealish was at Villa, he was very good. Calvin Phillips, he's another backup midfielder. Man City got Calvin Phillips from Leeds. Ilkay Gundogan, very good. Joao Cancelo's a good left back. Kyle Walker's a good right back. Manchester City got him from Tottenham for around 50 million. City have got quite a few centre-halves. Obviously, they've got John Stones. He's been out of injury but should be available for this game. He's a former Everton player with Stones. Ruben Diaz is another centre-half. Stones and Diaz have played games together. Diaz is out with injury at the moment. City got him from Benfica. Laporte's another good centre-half. He's played games alongside Stones and Diaz. And another centre-half City have got is Nathan Ake, and he's a former Bournemouth player. The goalkeepers Manchester City they've got Edison, Ortega, and Scott Carson. So there you go, and you know, let me put into the equation that Man City have lost a lot of players. You know, they lost Sterling to Chelsea, Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal, lost Zinchenko as well to Arsenal. Lost David Silva, he went to Real Sociedad from Man City. Fernandinho retired, was it last season? Quite a few years ago, lost Leroy Sané. Sané went to Bayern Munich from City. Lost Aguero quite a few years ago. Lost Eric Garcia. When he left City, he went to Barcelona. Lost Vincent Kompany around 3 or 4 years ago. When he left City, he went to become player manager at Anderlecht. Now he's the Burnley manager. City also lost Otamendi. Well, he was part of the deal of Manchester City getting Ruben Diaz. City as well didn't loan Zach Steffen out. So they are a lot of the players that Manchester City have lost. And Manchester City have got a very good manager in Pep Guardiola. Got a good pedigree behind him. Won a lot of trophies as Man City manager. Pep Guardiola is under contract with Man City till 2025. He's been the City manager for over 6 years. He got appointed in as a City manager back in July 2016. Before Pep Guardiola, City had Manuel Pellegrini. They won the title under him. And before that, City had Roberto Mancini. And Man City won the title under him. When they won the title under Mancini, it was their first title in like 44 years. City have won 4 titles in the last 5 seasons. Revert back to quite a few years ago, City won the domestic treble, and reflecting on that, they replicated what Man United did back in 1999. And the season City won the domestic treble, they finished on 100 points. A lot of money's been invested in that Man City squad. Guardiola has spent over £1 billion in his managerial career, but more than half of that has been invested in that Man City team. You know, Guardiola obviously inherits, you know, good squads. You know, when he was at Barcelona, you know, he was inheriting a good squad and he won the Champions League with Barca. When he was at Munich, he was inheriting a good squad. So didn't really need to rebuild. And same thing at Man City. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.